It's what time to talk to Patty about Pet Pals, and we're buzzing about bees today. Patty is here with a bee expert, Jim Burnt. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's the buzz?
You know, beekeeping is becoming more and more popular with people. We're seeing more and more people wanting to get into the hobby of beekeeping, and yet, you know, at the same time, our bees, as a whole population, continue to struggle.
It's one of the interesting things. When you're younger, one of the first things you learn in school is how important bees are to pollination, and then somehow as adults we forget that. We worry about stings and things like that. Remind us just how important bees are to the whole thing.
Albert Einstein said if we lose our bees, mankind is next to go, right? Something like that.
I mean, it's true that about 30% of the food we eat depends upon honeybee pollination. It actually, the USDA says that honeybees contribute about $15 billion to U.S. agriculture every year. Crops like all of our fruits, alfalfa, many of our vine crops, all of those depend on honeybees.
Okay. And give me that.
Oh.
We're going to take a look at this. This is what you wear when you go out and you check the hives. I'm not going to put it on.
Oh, darn.
And look at that. Wow. So this is because when you check the hives, you have to protect yourself, too.
You do, you do. This doesn't actually guarantee that you won't get stung, but it helps you get stung less often.
And, although it's interesting, too, and you're around hundreds or thousands of them at a time.
Right.
Of all of the little yellow things with wings on them, honeybees are about the kindest of all of them, aren't they?
Honeybees by nature are extremely gentle. They're very much interested in doing their own thing. They want to go out, find nectar, and come home. They're not the ones who are generally harassing you at your barbecue.
Right.
Whoa! Oh, and here, this is my backyard.
Yeah.
My neighbor, Bob Keaty, and there he is, and there's Jim as well.
Yep.
And we did a story about honeybees and how important they are. And you can have them on your property. You can put hives on your property.
Right.
Do you have a lot of people who are interested in that now?
You know, we see more people every year, and the demographic is changing. You know, it used to be very much, you know, old men who were beekeepers, and now we're seeing more women enter the hobby. We're seeing more young people. People from all walks of life are interested in beekeeping.
Patty, your face is on some honey.
This is my neighbor, and he has Bob Keaty. This is honeybees. Made this, and there it is. And you can have one and one for Tara, too. How about that?
Nice.
They're very sweet. Now, also, if you went into like a pharaoh's cave or grave, you could still eat the honey there, right?
Yeah, honeybee is unique as a food because it's one of the only foods we know that absolutely does not spoil. It's been taken out of Egyptian tombs and still been recognizable as honey.
Oh, that's interesting. All of the kinds of things. When we think of pet pals, you know, dogs, cats, bees, it's all part of the conversation.
Well, and I worried when it was first the hives are coming on. I thought, well, my Suey looks like a bear, so maybe they won't like him. But no, but they go to work in the morning, they come home at night, they don't bother.
My cats used to like to sleep underneath the hives.
Really?
So, yeah, they're very, honeybees are very gentle.
Very gentle. And people want to know more, how do they get a hold of you?
They can reach out to the Beekeepers of Indiana at indianabeekeeper.com, or they can come out to the State Fair and see us and talk to beekeepers out there. We're in the Ag Building, and we're also out in the Pioneer Village. Actually, I'll be in the Pioneer Village this weekend, Friday and Saturday, with live bees. So I'll have an observation hive out there that people can come look at.
Fantastic.
That's really sweet.
How do we see, nice, how do we see more of you on Pet Pals TV?
Pet Pals TV this weekend. Also, we have Great Day TV at 10 o'clock. And you know who Ted Green is, the documentary filmmaker?
Yes.
He's got a new documentary coming out about Carl Erskine. Erskine, yes.
Erskine, yeah.
And about not only playing baseball, but the humanitarian that he was. Ted Green is an excellent filmmaker. So.
And Erskine's legacy is a remarkable one at that. Well, thank you both very much
for
the buzz on bees. Tara, what do you think about that?